Now, Way 31 storm tracker meteorologist Grace Anello with 31 triple Doppler.
Well, the weekend is over. Can you believe it?
I know. It went by so fast.
But what a nice weekend it was.
so
No
pleasant.
rain. You know, yesterday afternoon just sitting outside was so perfect.
It really was. Not much of a breeze this weekend. I wish we had a little bit more. Unfortunately, that's not going to change as we head through the next couple of days. So we'll be feeling the heat, but this is the sunshine that we asked for, and beggars cannot be choosers. Now, we do have a sunrise time of about 5:30 each morning. However, because it has been so gloomy, so rainy, so cloudy, we have yet to see that early of a sunrise, but it'll be here in just a few minutes. Right now in Decatur, 62 degrees. The winds are calm. That means less than 5 miles an hour. That's pretty much going to be the case all day, anywhere from 0 to 5-6 miles an hour. Not much to combat the heat that's coming our way. Our dew point humidity levels sitting at 60, not oppressive, but definitely noticeable, especially considering where we've been. We haven't had a ton of humidity in our neck of the woods, so we're really going to be feeling it. Temperatures sitting at 62 in Huntsville. Similar story with a lack of a breeze. The flags outside the Space and Rocket Center not moving an inch. 31 triple Doppler, though, that is cause for celebration. No rain here. 518 on your Monday. And any of this blue-green you're seeing over in the shoals, that is feedback. That is not rain. So leave the umbrella, leave the rain jacket at home. It is just not a need as we head through the rest of the day. We're going to stay fog, cloud, and especially rain-free. One or two pockets of those beautiful white cumulus clouds are starting this morning, and we could see one or two more through the day, but whether it's lunchtime, heading home from work, or even later into this evening, it's a sunny and beautiful day. What does that mean for your heat? Well, it's going to be even warmer. The lack of cloud cover means all of that sun's heat is going to be allowed to penetrate to the surface. Our high temperature today sitting in the upper 80s. Normally we say we're warm this time of year or pleasant, but today is truly going to be hot and fairly muggy. The best way to cool off, definitely with getting some ice cream, but while you're at the counter, grab an extra couple of napkins. Otherwise you're going to have a truly melted mess on your hands. Now this feels like an excessively high temperature, especially compared to where we've been in the mid 70s. However, this is actually exactly on average for this time of year. All that rain we were seeing was keeping us much cooler than we should have been, so we're actually getting right back to where we should be. Again, your humidity level today, noticeable, right? We're sitting within that humid category, but we're far from oppressive or even unbelievable. We'll get there later this summer, almost every day, but at least for today, it's there, but it's not unbelievable. As for our temperature and our seasonal directory, well, it's been over a month since we've checked in. We've said goodbye to the pollen, goodbye to the back-to-back severe weather, hopefully, and unfortunately, goodbye to those spring-like temperatures. We're somewhere between the end of spring and the start of surface of the sun. Again, similar to the humidity, our temperatures are not unbelievable, but they're on their way there. We're going to keep it close to 90 degrees tomorrow as well. Waking up in the upper 60s could have a hint more of a breeze, but for the most part, you're still going to be feeling every ounce of that heat. The good news is, though, we're sunny again. Now, even though it's going to be very hot, I want you to soak in this sunshine. By the time we get to Friday and through this weekend, welcoming more rain back into the forecast, and unfortunately, that's just the start of a much soggier pattern. We'll keep rain with us Sunday, Monday, and even potentially through the middle of next work week. So yeah, it's pretty warm, but my advice to you would be, well, deal with it so you can see the sun while it's here.